We recently had the great pleasure of having winemaker Koen Risse from Spierenkop in the kitchen with me, trying a few experimental dishes and ingredients to pair with his Virginity wine. This is a beautiful 2012 combination of Semillon and Sauvignon Blanc. They're in the kitchen with me today to experiment with the dish. Now first we have some beautiful Mauritian sea bass, which I've just cut into portions, and I'm just going to score the skin to give a beautiful visual effect of this dish. Now what we've envisioned is the Garden of Eden, something pure, spectacular and fresh to accompany his fantastic wine. So what I've done is just dusted my fish with a little bit of flour. Now the flavour of the sea bass is beautiful and pure, just to link up with the beautiful intenseness of this wine. Our skin is now beautifully golden, and we're going to place it in our oven tray, and then just coat it with our butter, which we've infused with a peach blossom butter. The honey is just going to give that slight sweetness to the fish and lick up with the wine, which is beautifully flavoured. To assemble the dish, we've selected ingredients which we've tasted with Koen while he was in the kitchen with me, and his ultimate favourite was a confit dried tomato. Now, what we're creating is the Garden of Eden, to resemble absolute purity, the freshness of the ingredients, nature on a plate, and we're going to combine this by using the confit tomatoes with little radishes and beetroot. So here is how we assemble the dish. First we place our confit tomatoes on our plate, and within this we arrange edible herbs from our garden, which all stimulate either natural ability like blood flow or well-being in the dish, or we're going to use the beetroot, which is a fantastic form of vitamins and minerals, which is just going to enhance your experience. Here we have a beautiful concentrated fennel puree, which we're going to use just to mount our ingredients on our plate. And in between we're going to place our fennel flowers, beautiful little pieces of fennel, baby garden peas, and then also our radishes. All of these flavours are just an accent for the beautiful complexity of what you find in the wine. We really just want to show Mother Nature in our ultimate pure form. beautiful dish. And here I have some red amaranth, an exotic and beautifully fragrant herb, which we're just going to arrange in between, and then we're ready to place our sea bass on the plate. Just make that stand up a little bit because you really want that Garden of Eden lushness, beautiful and fragrant aromas of the dish. For the final finishing touches to the Garden of Eden. What I've wanted to do with this dish is just to create that beauty that you find when you step out into the garden and there's this abundance of freshness and fragrant flowers. When talking to Kun, we spoke about the fact that his wine was very linear, very exact, and that I wanted to incorporate those flavors in the dish. Now with the chervil puree that we have at the bottom, which I've grated into light foam, I've also got my beautiful tomato velouté, which we're going to serve just next to the dish at the end. But first we're going to create a little bit of magic. Our first component is gladiolas. Now not very many people know that gladiolas are actually edible, and they were used for a lot of different medicinal purposes. I'm just taking out the stamen, remove the back, and this is going to form my horn of plenty, the cornucopia from which all my vegetables and flowers is going to flow in this Garden of Eden. I'm going to place my gladiola flower on my plate, and from here I'm just going to arrange a little bit of more vegetables. First, my beautiful golden baby beetroots. Also got candy striped beetroots, my little rolls of carrot, a little bit of fresh dill. This is just going to add that lightness and that freshness to the dish. Just a few little sprigs. This always gives this mysterious sort of ambiance to the dish. I've also selected a few elderflowers. This is some rocket. It's going to give a beautiful peppery aroma. And now for our marinated radishes. Now apart from all the vegetables which is on this plate, the flowers and the herbs I've picked from my garden. It's just so rewarding to have all this beautiful array of flowers right outside my doorstep. And now we're going to create a hint of magic. And I've also made some dried tarragon. Now the tarragon links up with the beautiful Sauvignon Semillon elements which is in Kun's wine. I'm just going to have a light dusting of this, almost like the breeze that has blown over just some of the stamen from the Garden of Eden. And the aroma from the tarragon is absolutely beautiful. And now just a final sprig of red amaranth. The whole plate up, makes it look absolutely beautiful. And with that, we're just going to add our tomato velouté into our serving dish. Sea bass in the Garden of Eden is ready to be served. A bon appetit. Bye.